Hey friends, welcome back to my channel. So I wanted to try to make as you can tell by the title, a 1 coffee mug chocolate brownie. So I, of course, looked it up on YouTube and I found a recipe, which I will link the video in the description box below. And I got the ingredients ready and I was like, I could have just made a pan of brownies for what it took me to get the ingredients together just to make 1 coffee mug. But the only problem with that is I would have eaten it. I'll tell you what the ingredients are and then we're just gonna mix them up in the coffee mug. Put them in the microwave for, the video said a minute, but the instructions said a minute and a half. So I'm just gonna try a minute and a half because I'd rather have it, I guess, cooked. So what we need is 3 tablespoons of flour, 2 to 3 tablespoons of brown sugar, but my brown sugar was kind of, you know how brown sugar gets. Brown sugar is brown sugar, and it just got all funky. So I mixed it with the 2 tablespoons of butter that the recipe calls for. It calls for 2 tablespoons of butter or ghee. I had no idea what ghee was, so I, of course, Googled it, and it's just butter that's simmered and strained to get out any additional water. That's news to me, but I might have heard that before, but I don't know. So we need 2 to 3 tablespoons of brown sugar, 2 tablespoons of butter or ghee, 2 tablespoons of cocoa powder, 3 tablespoons of milk. Oh, and by the way, when a recipe doesn't identify the type of sugar to use, I googled that too. You use brown sugar if it doesn't indicate. You use light brown sugar. So that was news to me as well. This is just an educational video all the way around. Then we're gonna use a pinch of salt, a pinch of vanilla extract. Actually, it said to use like vanilla powder, but I don't have vanilla powder, so we're gonna use vanilla extract. And a 1/4 teaspoon of baking powder. And for those of you that don't know, a pinch in a recipe is a 1/16 to an 1/8 of a teaspoon. And then of course we're gonna use some chocolate chips to top it off. Did not open the bag, but that's okay. All right, so we're just gonna mix up our ingredients here. Our 3 tablespoons of flour. Hopefully I can get all this out. Our 2 to 3 tablespoons, I did about 2.5, maybe 3, of brown sugar. So we can get this down in there. Um, 2 tablespoons of cocoa powder. 3 tablespoons of milk. Kind of have the camera to the back side of this. That's not really helpful. Okay, so we're doing a pinch of salt, and I'm gonna say a pinch is about that much. And some vanilla extract. I'm gonna say a pinch of extract is about, that was probably a little bit more than a pinch, but that's all right. And a 1/4 teaspoon of baking powder. It said this was optional, but I kind of thought baking powder was sort of essential and something that you're gonna like, not that we're baking it, but close enough. All right, so here we have our ingredients, and we're just gonna mix that up. So you can go check out the other video on how I actually made this. I will put the recipe, not that it was all that difficult, the recipe and the link to the video that I watched for this recipe in the description box. Alright, and then, I mean, we have a brownie consistency. And then to that, we're just gonna sprinkle on some chocolate chips. Just leveling it out a little bit. I have to say I can't, like, the batter doesn't taste the best, but we'll see. What are these? Oh, these are semi-sweet. I thought these were milk chocolate. Apparently I don't have milk chocolate. I lost one back here. All right. Where's the microwave? For 90 seconds, or a minute and a half, or a minute. Depends on your microwave education and the video that I watched. And it's done. This should be interesting. It looks like a brownie. We're gonna let this cool off for a minute. I'm gonna be so surprised if this actually tastes like a brownie. Like a real, real brownie. All right, I'll clean up a little bit while I'm waiting for it to cool off. So what do we think? Yeah, it looks pretty good. That's actually not bad. That's not bad at all. Well, I'm impressed. I'll have to just try another bite. Yeah. That's really good, actually. If you don't want to make a whole pan of brownies. I think the person that put this video up, the name of their YouTube channel was My Sunshines or something. Like I said, I'll link to it below. But give this a try. It's pretty good. Comment below. Let me know what you think. And if you like the video, just give me a thumbs up. And thanks for watching, guys.